Yeah. Pete, Kim mentioned safety a couple of times, or lack of safety in some examples. Let's talk about those whooping drones, and are they regulated the same way? Are they safe for people to use? Kind of talk to me about some of those things.
Yeah, so the little tiny whoops, these guys, yeah, they're pretty safe. They're, made out of little rubberized plastic or injection molded. So you can get hit, you're not going to get hurt on them compared to the bigger ones. So there's really no regulations on these guys since they are under the 249 gram weight class. And but we do here, RektDrones, we do want to teach about safety, and we want pilots to follow by the rules. And so we do also have what's known as FPV etiquette. It's things that you learn with the FPV. You can only have 4 of them up in the air at the same time, with the bandwidth being what it is. So a lot of times when you have 12 to 15 pilots waiting to race, it's always someone trying to plug in the pits or do something. So we kind of try to teach the beginners coming in about that, how you can stomp on other people's channels if you plug in at the wrong time. And other than that, these guys are pretty safe. It's not when you get into the bigger ones with the 5-inch. We actually have a big race coming up here, October 15th through 17th, hosted by AZDroneFest, and it's going to be at the Haunted Domes of Casa Grande. If you haven't had a chance to check out one of their races, it's really cool because it's lit up. It takes place at night. They have these lit up LED tracks. And then the cool thing is it's going to be at the domes down there. And I don't know if you guys know about it, but supposedly it's haunted. And they're going to have kind of like a Halloween theme to it. And with those races, we do require AMA. You have to be AMA registered pilot. You have to have your quads registered as well with the FAA. And then you just have to follow the safety protocol. We have a tech inspection for all the pilots before they race. They have to make sure that they can disarm their quad, fail safe. If there's any problems, yeah, so we do things like that just to keep things on the safe side.
Yeah, that's great. And I wouldn't go into the domes at night. I would not do that, but that's right. Good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. Are you seeing, I'm sure, are you seeing some cinematographers starting to come into the FPV side and trying to use them in a more cinematic way?
Yes, actually, I've been seeing a lot of it this year. With the birth of the CineWhoop I was telling you guys about, I get a lot of DJI guys that come in and they'll be like, oh, I watched a YouTube video of this guy, Johnny FPV, and I want to be able to do that, and I can't do it on my Mavic. And then so we get a lot of guys like that. Actually, one of the guys, Saunders Staley, I believe he's was one of the winners last year, right?
Yeah, contest. And he has a FPV film this year as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he told me he was gonna put one in, but yeah, he came in and we worked with him and got a few built for him. So
and typically right now, what you're seeing is either the 5 or 7-inch with a GoPro setup, or do you see other camera setup as well?
Yeah. So right now, things are getting big and things are getting small too. So a lot of the guys now are running these 95 to 100 millimeter frames, where they'll decase a GoPro 6, 7, or 8 to make it from 126 grams down to about 17 grams. And they're able to fly these little things around, and like we were talking earlier, to get into tight places that you couldn't get to before. So that's just another arsenal in their toolbox. If they need that, close-up shot. We actually, last year, we were fortunate enough to have the opportunity to actually fly FPV for the Phoenix Suns and get the player intro shots. So we were one of the first guys to do that, and we were able to use the CineWhoop with the GoPro to capture that. So
I actually saw that. I don't know if you know, but I saw it because it was nominated. That intro was nominated for an Emmy Award this year, and so part of the nomination footage that they were showing was the FPV around the players. And I didn't know you did that, but I just saw it like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was myself and our fellow pilot Chet Jones. So yeah, that was last year.
And you guys just circle around the player. I think the player was in the middle of the court, and you just circle around him. Is that what you did?
So there was an actual director, and so he would tell us what shots that he wanted us to get. So we did a couple. We did, the circle shot, and then we did like a orbit. And depending on if the player was a 3-point shooter, we would roll up and have him take the shot, or if he was going to go up and dunk, then we'd go around him, things like that. So it was a lot of fun.
Trying to bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now. Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. My life been good and bad and all around. The more things I lost, the more I found. One thing I taught myself to do, no matter the problem, refuse to lose. So how you want it, man? You can choose. If you can't take the heat, don't light the fuse. See, I walk in slow and ignite the room. Like fire, everything I touch, I consume. I'm getting up while y'all just snooze. While you make breakfast, man, I'm on the move. I'm the first one in and the last one out. Whoever owns the place gotta drag me out. Came here ready to fight on this night. You better just